Since Kirill Kaprizov came into the NHL just a few seasons ago, he has gotten better and better each year. The Russian stud came to Minnesota and was immediately the best player on his team, winning the Calder Trophy and leading his team in goals and points. The next year, he put up 47 goals and 108 points, both which were good for top 5 in the league. The last 2 seasons, he's continued to put up 40 goals and well over a point per game in his sleep, and currently at 27 years old, he is on fire to start the season with a share of the NHL points lead and also tied for third in goals among all players. If he continues his pace throughout the season, he should hit 50 goals for the first time in his career and would smash his career high point total and finish with over 130, putting him in a great position to win the Art Ross and potentially even the Hart Trophy for league MVP. Kirill the Thrill is one of the most electric players in hockey, and he is one of the biggest reasons why the Minnesota Wild are currently the top team in the entire league and appear to be a well-oiled machine sitting atop the stacked Central Division. Kaprizov is the type of player that can create a grade A offensive chance out of nothing and can truly change the outcome of a game in the blink of an eye. He has an extremely high hockey IQ and is able to get open and get to the soft areas extremely often, and when he gets the puck in those areas, it's usually off of his stick very quickly and often ends up in the back of the opposition's net behind the goaltender. He scores so many goals off of cross-ice one-timers, and with his elite finishing touch, it makes him one of the most dangerous offensive weapons in the entire NHL. Kirill also happens to be one of the best skaters in hockey, and his speed coupled with his elite skating and edge work helps him thrive in this new NHL that is as fast and skilled as it's ever been. Kaprizov has also certainly benefited from some of the guys he's played with in his time with the Wild, most notably the player that he has insane on-ice chemistry with, the veteran Norwegian Mats Zuccarello. Although Zook is hurt right now, when him and Kaprizov play together, they're maybe unlike any combo in the league right now, and their chemistry is almost on the level of the Sedin twins and what they used to do on the ice together. I know it sounds crazy to say, but it's almost like these two were born to play with each other. Ranger and Wild fans know it, but I'd say Zuccarello is the most underrated passer and playmaker in hockey right now. The behind-the-net play that Kirill and Zook do sometimes on 5-on-3s is insanely fun to watch and absolutely lethal. It's an extremely creative way to go about a two-man advantage, and I'm surprised more teams don't try to do it. Joel Eriksson Ek, who spent a good portion of the last few seasons playing center with Kaprizov, is also a really solid two-way player, who's been top 10 in the Selke vote each of the last 4 years, and is coming off of a career-high 30-goal, 64-point season. Matt Boldy, the 23-year-old stud winger, is also a budding star for the Wild and has excelled when he's played with Kaprizov the last few seasons. He's another guy that's gotten better and better each season and could be a point-per-game player this year if he keeps up the production he's had so far. At 6'2", he's got all the tools to continue developing as an elite power forward, and he also has ridiculous skill and scoring ability to go along with it. The Wild also have some excellent defensemen like the second-year stud and hometown kid Brock Faber, who was the runner-up for Rookie of the Year last season. They have their veteran captain Jared Spurgeon, who's one of the more underrated two-way D-men in the league when he's healthy. And you also have your sandpaper guys like Jake Middleton and Zach Bogosian, who are literally built for playoff hockey. And we can't forget about the studs they have in net, like 26-year-old Filip Gustavsson, who's currently leading all net minors with an insane .929 save percentage and 2.04 goals against average. He could very well win a Vezina trophy this year if he keeps up these insane performances. Then you have the legend Marc-Andre Fleury backing him up, the future Hall of Famer that has 3 Stanley Cups to his name and is likely in his final NHL season. The Minnesota Wild are looking like they could be legit contenders for the Cup come playoff time, and if they can get their newly acquired stud defensive prospect David Jiricek going as well and in the NHL lineup at some point, they'll be extremely dangerous. I still think they could acquire another elite forward, preferably a centerman to make them even more of a threat, but this team has been extremely fun to watch and you can just feel the team chemistry when you watch them play. The fans are absolutely loving it this year. You can feel everyone's excitement about the potential of this team. Kirill Kaprizov has been the biggest part of his team's success so far this year. I think it's his year to win the Hart Trophy and help his team go on a long playoff run. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think about Kirill's game? And do you think the Wild are truly one of the contenders for the Cup this season like I do?